The other side was Norfolk. This one is Lincolnshire. Flexible record, 1960s, reproduced from the 12-inch 78 RPM records that were put out in the 1920s by the British Drama League to educate actors and their like in the dialects of the United Kingdom. So here we go. Arthur Newstead, Lincolnshire Fen, standard passage, verses from Auld Row by Tennyson, that's where Tennyson came from, of course, Lincolnshire. The Wedding by Arthur Newstead, a 45 RPM flexible record.
So you'll notice I'm right about that, mates. The little girl coming home from school past the cow stable. Now there she goes down the road through the red gateway again to the left side of the pad. I say, the soft wench has took and gone straight up to the door of the wrong house. Soft young bairn, what's comed into her ear? Just where she's happened sure to meet that grumpy, shrivelled bloke. He's as deaf as a post. His name's Thomas, eh? He can't be a bairn's. Weren't the rough edge of the old man's tongue long enough to solve it to that hour again? I'll back out he's a good un. Look ya here, it's right anew. Now she's running away. Poor dear lamb, that's his tune sure anew. I never seed out like it in this world, never. I've just lit to the schoolmaster, he's coming and all. Was ya ever to hear such a roar? A few verses of Old Rower by Tennyson. Now, no manner used to be calling him Rower, 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 for the dog's stone deaf and he's blind. He can neither stand nor go, but a means for to make his old age as happy as ever I can. For I was old Rover more nor I ever old mortal man. You rode on his back when a babby, afore you were gotten too old, for he'd fetch and carry like out. He was allus as good as gold. Eh, but he'd fat wi' a will when he fought. He could hold his own, and roar with the dog as knowed when and where to bury his bone. And he kept his eared up like a king, and he's never knocked down wi' his tail, for he's never done nought to be shamed on when we were in Howlerby Dale. Here's a little number by old Arthur Newstead, the chap who is speaking to you. The Wedding. Our house is all of a uproar just now. There's going to be such a to-do. The front door has had a coat of brown paint, and we're going to be papered all through. We keeps busting out laughing as if we won't rat, 'cause we're going to have some new clothes. I may as well tell you the first thing as last. Old Bob's going to marry our Rose. The pictures have all been took down and well washed, and the carpets took up and been shook. Old Bob's brought a horseshoe as big as a field to nail on the door for good luck. All the village is going to be there, so the pub and the school's going to close. And mother, she will be laid out like veal when old Bob comes to marry our Rose. Happen my father feels nervous a bit. You can see by the look in his eye. He says sure he knew he'll chew it clean to dead when he wears that new collar and tie. He's never worn one not afore in his life. It's a scarf on wherever he goes. So there might be a inquest and wedding as well, when old Bob comes to marry our Ruas. It'll be some to do, you can take it from me. But I think that me father's to blame. Old Bob didn't want all this here fuss and stew, 'cause he'd marry our Ruas just the same. But father is emptied his pockets clean out, and me mother she laughs 'cause she knew us. I might as well tell you the first thing as last, that our pleased to get shut of our Ruas.